Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the unbelievable story of Jonathan Meijer, the man who reportedly fathered over 1,000 children. Yes, you heard that right. So, where is Jonathan Meijer now, and what is he up to? Let's find out. Jonathan Meijer, a Dutch musician and artist, shot to infamy when it was revealed that he had fathered hundreds, and later, over 1,000 children through various sperm donations. His story has fascinated and shocked the world. But how did it all begin? Back in the early 2000s, Jonathan started donating sperm across multiple clinics in different countries. By 2021, he had fathered approximately 250 children, but that was just the beginning. Fast forward to today, and Jonathan Meijer's story has taken an even more dramatic turn. According to recent reports, Jonathan Meijer continues to travel and live a rather unconventional life. Despite the controversies and legal challenges, he remains a free man. He's been spotted in various countries, often seen engaging with local communities and continuing his artistic pursuits. For those wondering if he's still donating, the answer is yes. Jonathan has reportedly found ways to continue his donations through private arrangements, although this has sparked further ethical and legal debates. But what does Jonathan have to say about all of this? In a recent interview with a local Dutch media outlet, Jonathan expressed no regrets about his actions. He believes he has given the gift of life to many and doesn't see his actions as problematic. However, he acknowledges the complexities and is open to meeting his offspring, many of whom have sought him out over the years. Each child is unique and special. I'm open to having relationships with them if they choose to find me, Jonathan stated. This ongoing saga has also caught the attention of streaming giant Netflix, which released a documentary delving deep into Jonathan's life and the repercussions of his numerous donations. If you haven't watched it yet, it's a must-see. Netflix's new 3-part docuseries, The Man with 1,000 Kids, is blowing up right now and is the #1 show on the platform. As you binge watch, you might be curious about what happened to the families involved and where Jonathan Jacob Meijer is these days. The Man with 1,000 Kids dives into the true story of various couples and single women who found out their sperm donor was ridiculously prolific, fathering hundreds of kids across different countries and continents. Meijer donated to 11 sperm banks in the Netherlands, which has around 17 million people, and also made private donations. You get one life on this earth. Why has he chosen to use his charm and his intellect and his creativity in order to try to procreate on a mass scale and deceive all these people? Wonders the docuseries director Josh Allett in an interview with Tudum. Talking to lots of different parents who have met him and people who know him well, it seems like it almost became an addiction for him. Meijer grew up in a big family with 7 siblings. In the docuseries, his friend Patricia talks about his childhood. She mentions that as a young adult, Meijer struggled to find his identity and kept switching jobs and looks. One mom in the series even described him as having a godlike complex because of his long, flowy blonde hair and deep blue eyes. While Jonathan Jacob Meijer was busy donating sperm in the Netherlands and worldwide, he was also active on his YouTube channel, sharing his thoughts on everything from cryptocurrency to trying a raw meat diet. Meijer is accused of lying to parents and deceiving them to use his sperm donations to have children globally. The Man with 1,000 Kids reveals how Meijer used multiple names like Jacob, Ruud, Walter, and Martin to communicate with the parents of the children he helped conceive. Serial donors like Meijer pose significant risks due to the potential for hundreds of kids sharing the same genes. One major risk is consanguinity, which involves sexual relationships or marriages between people with common biological ancestors. This threat is especially concerning in the Netherlands, where Meijer made numerous donations in a small area. According to Time.com, 3 of his offspring even ended up in the same daycare. In the documentary, a mother named Natalie explains, "Children who haven't been brought up together are more likely to get attracted to each other because they see some familiarities in the face of the sibling. This feeling of romantic attraction is known as the Luke and Leia complex, named after the Star Wars characters." Meijer's sperm donations have affected hundreds of families, many of whom are featured in The Man with 1,000 Kids. Among them are Suzanne and Natalie from the Netherlands, who thought they were among the few couples he was helping. There's also Joyce and John, a couple who couldn't conceive due to John's irreversible vasectomy from his first marriage. In Australia, Sydney-based couple Laura and Kate found out about Meijer through a Facebook group. Single mom Vanessa was grateful for Meijer, a sentiment shared by Nicolette, a single mom and preschool teacher who discovered that one of her colleagues had also had a child with Meijer's help. She eventually found more half-siblings in her community, according to Netflix. In 2021, the New York Times interviewed a Dutch woman named Vanessa van Ewijk about her experience with Meijer. Before Miss Van Uyck welcomed a daughter with his sperm, he lied, claiming their child would be his eighth. She returned to him a few years later, and in 2017, he helped her conceive a baby boy under similar false pretenses. She got a shocking revelation about Meijer after connecting with another single mother on Facebook, who also used him as her donor. The woman told Miss Van Uyck that Meijer had fathered at least 102 children in the Netherlands through various fertility clinics. Miss Van Uyck confronted Meijer, who admitted he had fathered at least 175 children and said there might be more. He said, "I'm just helping women make their biggest wish come true," Miss Van Uyck recalled. I said, "You're not helping anymore. How do I tell my kids they could possibly have 300 siblings?" How did Jonathan Meijer get caught? Over 150 parents of Meijer's children connected online and reached out to the DonorKind Foundation for assistance. This organization helps children of sperm donors trace their roots. According to People, the foundation received over 30 calls in a single week from mothers worried that their kids had the same father. Dutch medical guidelines state that a donor should only father 25 children to prevent possible incest and psychological issues. However, exceeding that number isn't considered a criminal offense, as reported by ABC News in 2023. In 2017, Meijer was banned from donating by the Dutch Society of Obstetrics and Gynecology, NVOG. 6 years later, in April 2023, he lost a civil lawsuit brought by the DonorKind Foundation. A Dutch court ordered Meijer to stop donating sperm and imposed a €100,000 fine for each future violation. According to Tudum, he was also required to request that sperm banks destroy any of his semen available to new parents. How many children does Jonathan Meijer have? The exact number of children Jonathan Meijer has helped conceive is unknown, but it could be a lot. Eve Wiley, a fertility fraud activist, told Tudum that he might have up to 3,000 potential children. So with Jonathan and Cryos International, he's going to Copenhagen once a month for 4 days over 4 years. That's roughly 200 donations, and you can get about 15 straws of sperm per ejaculation. If every straw makes a baby, that could be 3,000 potential children, she explained. And that's just one sperm bank. We know he was with at least 11 sperm banks. The Man with 1,000 Kids producer Natalie Hill added that the impact of Meijer's actions goes beyond just the children. Every cousin is affected. Everyone who becomes a partner of those children is then affected. Jonathan's brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, everyone connected or who becomes connected by making a new family will be affected by his actions. Now, the moment of truth, where is Jonathan Jacob Meijer now? Jonathan Meijer is still traveling the world and sharing his adventures on YouTube. Recently, he was in Zanzibar, a Tanzanian archipelago off the coast of East Africa. In May 2024, Meijer admitted to fathering 550 children, despite previously claiming the number was approximately 250 in 2021. Meijer says he doesn't know much about the Man with 1,000 Kids because he didn't participate in it. It's what they think about me and what others say about me. I was right in not participating for myself personally because they first wanted to call it the fertility fraudster. That's not a title I can work with, he said in a June 2024 video. The documentary's director, Josh Allett, told Tudum that he did meet with Jonathan to discuss being in the docuseries. We approached him a number of times to be interviewed and gave him a right to reply at the end. He refused to comment on any of the allegations in the series. The Man with 1,000 Kids is streaming on Netflix now. Check out the show and let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.